Greetings, everyone. I just came in here right quick. I wanted to share this valuable lesson I learned today. Today was the virtual event for Mothers of Exceptional Children. The R is for Rest event was today. It was virtual. And I had plans. I had plans today for this to be a wonderful conversation for moms to be able to come in and share and learn about the 4 different types of rest. And I've been promoting it across all social media. If you don't know, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on TikTok, we're here on YouTube. And so I've been promoting it over the last couple of weeks across all the platforms. And I was really excited to be able to share and really have a in-depth conversation about the 4 different ways that we need to rest as moms who have children with special needs. And there have been studies that have been done that show that caregivers have higher rates of anxiety and depression and illnesses. And I wanted to share a little bit about that. I wanted to share the different ways that we could rest and get some feedback from other moms about what's going on for them, what's coming up for them around making sure that they rest, even though they may have, a child with special needs or a child with complex needs, medically complex needs, because I don't want to forget about those moms as well. Sometimes those things overlap. You may have a child with special needs and you may have a child that has both special needs and medically complex needs. And I don't know, I felt like I need to make the distinction of those two and make sure that I include them, because sometimes I feel like maybe they don't feel like they have support. But anyway, I just want to make sure that I include them. But a lot of times when we as moms, we take on so much, we're taking care of our families, we're doing all the things, we forget about ourselves, and we put like our rest and taking care of our bodies and all of that stuff, we put it on the back burner. So today I wanted to talk about the 4 different types of rest and just a couple of things that you could do to add into your routine that's not adding into your routine like another thing that you need to do, but just like a couple of things you could do 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 15 minutes that compounded over time make all the difference. And first of all, no one showed up. And I had a feeling that that might happen. So my backup plan was, if no one shows up, I'm going to do a recording and I'll share what I know. I'll share the information. I'll just record it in Zoom and then I'll put it out, and share it that way. Maybe sometimes people have other things going on. Maybe I didn't market it or promote it, the way that maybe I needed to do more to market it so that people knew that the event was coming up. Anyway, so I go into my Zoom and I'm sitting there, I'm waiting for a little while because I'm thinking, maybe a couple of people might show up. And then after a while, no one came. So I said, you know what, let me just go ahead, turn on my camera, record, and then I'll put it out tomorrow. I'll put it on YouTube and all my spaces and share little clips, of what the topic was. Y'all, I finished recording it. Everything was fine, or so I thought. I go back to listen to the replay because I usually like to kind of listen to stuff before I put it out and make sure everything is good and smooth. And there was no sound. No sound whatsoever. Oh my God. Now, I had already made concessions for, okay, what do I do if no one shows up? But then what do you do when you don't have sound? What's the contingency plan for that? So it was video, but it was no sound. So you know what I decided to do? I'm going to still use that footage. Even though there's no sound, you can't hear me, I can still put voiceover on top of it and still share what I had originally planned to share by doing the video. I can just put voiceover on top of it and still share it. And it just taught me such a valuable lesson about showing up imperfectly. Because I always felt like, and I always feel like, I need to have everything perfectly set up and perfectly aligned and, just all of the things in order to be of service. And this taught me that this interesting turn of events today really just taught me that show up anyway, and nothing is ever a loss. Everything is always something you can learn from, be valuable, and I am just so grateful and thankful that was my conclusion from that experience, instead of, oh my God, I didn't do it perfectly, I didn't do it the way it should have been done, oh my goodness, I messed up again. And everything is a learning, it's an opportunity to learn, and I'm just so grateful for that, and I feel really good, and I can't wait to take my video that has no audio on it and share it with y'all and just do a voiceover over the top of it. I can't wait. I'm so excited. It's been a good day. And then after I did all of that and laughed at myself, I took myself out for my favorite Starbucks. Took myself out for some tea and a grilled cheese and I always get water when I get my Starbucks. And it was great. And after I finished my little solo date with myself, I said, let me come in and share this lesson that I learned with my tribe. And that's what I did, and here we are. This is why I'm here. So I just wanted to share that with you all, and maybe someone can get something out of it themselves from what I shared. You don't have to be perfect, So with that being said, I am going to end the live because I'm back home. And usually when I back in and it connects to my internet, this thing, it starts messing up my phone. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you all. And I'm going to post the clip. You'll see the clip on my YouTube shorts probably tomorrow. But anyway, thank you all for listening, and I will be back in whenever I come back in. All right, love y'all.